Finally, presenting the award to Paul Feig will be the face, force, and heart of the Artemis Film Festival, Melanie Wise.
I think I'm going to shoot her for that. When Paul Feig said yes to receiving an award from the festival, we were so excited. And then we found out that he was actually going to come and get it in person, and I almost fell over. I was like certain he was going to shout like psych or just kidding, but he didn't, and he's here, and we are just so excited. He is a writer, director, and actor, as well as a stand-up comedian. His films are some of all of your favorites: Bridesmaids, The Heat, Spy, and I'm sure you're all excited about the coming all-female reboot of Ghostbusters due out this summer. And, oh my God, I just lost my lines. Oh gosh. We're honoring him not only for his amazing gifts, but also for his astounding support of incredibly dynamic images of women in film. He is visionary in terms of giving us female characters that are three-dimensional people, not just cardboard cutouts or, appendages. So he is incredibly fearless in terms of just smashing every stereotype of women you can imagine. So it is for all of these things, plus we just love him, we honor Paul Feig tonight with the Artemis Action Rebel Award. Paul, I want to thank you personally for sharing your vision of women with the world. You are a rebel with a cause.
Wow, this is so cool. Oh my God. This is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. I'm thrilled. It's so nice to meet you too.
Oh, so nice to meet you.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a stuntman. It's all I wanted to be. I remember going, when I was in elementary school, they had a job fair for little kids to kind of decide what you're going to do with your life. And I came home furious. And my mom was like, "What's the matter?" And I said, "There was nobody from the Stuntman's Union there." And I used to do stunts. I mean, my father owned an army surplus store, and in the back there was the where they put all the old boxes that were empty, and they piled them up really high. So I would go up to the top shelf because I knew from watching stunt shows and all that you fall into boxes. And would jump off and fall into these boxes and almost kill myself, but I loved it. And actually eventually worked up to falling off my roof. My father sold starter pistols, and so I got one and would pretend to shoot somebody and then fall off the roof into the pads and stuff. One of my greatest gifts I had as a kid was my father made me a gymnastics pad that was really thick so I could lay it down and run and kill myself, but not kill myself. So that was really what I always wanted to do. So I've always had this incredible love of the stunt community. And when I finally got to start making movies, I wanted to go into action comedy because it just seemed like so much fun. But what drove me crazy about the industry for years and years and years, especially in the comedy industry, is that I would see all the funny guys I knew getting to be funny. And then I'd see the funny women I knew on the screen being bitchy, being subservient, being boring. And I was like, why is this happening? Why am I seeing these really funny women not getting to shine? And so it just became a cause for me to go, I love portraying women. I hate the term strong female roles because that seems to mean that you can only be tough and not have any vulnerability. I like fully rounded people like we all are, men and women, vulnerable and weak and strong. And so it just became a real weird thing. Here's the thing. When I first started in the business, I would pitch ideas of like starring women, like a movie idea, and they go, "Oh no, you can't do that." Oh, okay. So I was so new to the industry. It's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. There's something I don't know." And then after a while, you start going like, they say that, and you go like, "Well, why can't I?" And they're like, "Well, see, men won't show up to a women's movie, or and foreign markets won't take movies that have women in them, and it's like, well, okay, so we're just going to sit around and accept that. I mean, women are over half the population of the planet, and you're telling me they're not going to go see movies with women in them, and you're going to tell me that men won't go see movies with women in them. I get it. The whole thing about, look, I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but the whole thing about romantic comedies, look, I love those movies too, but so many of them kind of pandered to women in a way where it's like, oh, all you care about is, men. And my favorite is always the story about she's a professional, but it's like, well, you've got to pick between your job and your happiness. And it's like, fuck you, Hollywood. I know so many women who are professionals, who love what they do and are able to balance a family if they want it. Some do, some don't. Who cares? It's their prerogative. And who's anybody to tell them that that's wrong? And I look at these movies that say that, and it's just reinforcing this weird culture of sort of, I don't know, like subservient women they're trying to sell. And so when I got the opportunity to go, like, let's break that down. Let's, instead of saying that people won't show up, men won't show up to see a movie filled with women, let's make a movie that is so funny and fun that women see it and men see it, and they can stop finally looking at a movie poster with women on it going, like, that's a chick flick. They got to look at a movie poster and go, like, look at those great people on that. Some are men, some are women. I like them. So it's just been a real goal of mine, a selfish goal, because I love working with women, but it's also like we gotta right this wrong. We gotta stop it, and it can only begin with the people in power and those of us that gotta make movies. And what's amazing, I mean, look at all of you out here. You are some of the most amazing people I've ever seen. I mean, the female stunt community is so crazy cool. I mean, I've gotten to work with so many of you. I would just like to actually just read out the people that I've gotten to work with, the amazing stunt women, and I wish I hope to work with all of you because you're also cool. But I mean, well, actually on Ghostbusters, Jesse Fisher and Alima Dorsey, and then here tonight, please stand up, are Meredith Richardson and Lucy Romberg, who double Kate McKinnon and Melissa McCarthy. Lucy has doubled Melissa in, 4 movies now? If you see the movie Identity Thief and you see somebody take the most vicious flight, like getting hit by a car and spinning 360 in the air and landing, that's Lucy. And you can see Meredith killing people as a zombie on Walking Dead every week, too. She's the assistant stunt coordinator there, too, so that's awesome. On Spy, I worked with Lucy Romberg again. Leela Lesso who doubled Miranda Hart in Budapest. Jace James, a name I cannot pronounce here. But and then Alicia. What's her? Yes, Alicia, who doubled Rose Byrne. I'm bad with names. I apologize. On The Heat, we had Rosie Bernard worked with us. And then on Bridesmaids, Olivia Summers was an amazing stunt driver who did amazing, funny stunt driving, too. If you see that scene at the end of Bridesmaids, yeah, that's her. So anyway, this is such an honor. I can't begin to thank you guys enough. And keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying to do my part. There's great things going on in Hollywood right now. The ACLU is trying to get this EEOC thing going, which I'm in full support of. Hollywood is not an altruistic town. They'll say they're going to try to change things. They won't unless you make them do it. And also, whenever these movies get made starring women, encourage, as I'm sure you do, but audiences to go and see them because Hollywood, again, is not altruistic. They will only respond to money. And if a movie makes money. So any of these films that star any of the that you are in and all that, everyone should support them. I'm continuing to support them. We should all support them and get the word out because there's such a great time coming. And God bless kick-ass women. I love you all, and we're going to keep doing whatever we can do. So thanks so much.